Are live. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever it is you are in the world, and welcome to another edition of Living World of Darkness. This is a scene for Rage Across New York, the werewolf venue. It's been a fair number of days since Heidi first arrived in the Sept of the Green. Um, it has been a few days removed from having to deal with the consequences and ramifications of killing 45 people. Uh, Given the situation, Heidi has been forbidden to walk around anywhere that isn't veil protected. She can't even leave the Sept grounds without a Cleith or better with her, and even then, likely not without good reason. And as such, the young cub of Getstock is going a bit stir crazy, and currently is taking that out on a training dummy uh, that has these spinning motions about it. When you hit one arm, it will spin around, and you have to block the other. And so yeah, she's sitting there and she's doing a fairly competent job of sort of taking up the wooden or the metal blunted sword and going in between the motions, going up, down, left, and right, following various pointers that Olaf put out for her a few days ago. And so we start the scene with Heidi sweating as she has a sack of rocks on her back and going through the motions.
Well, it is Cletus Jones' first day, you know, on the Sept. Um, he just got done entertaining the kinfolks with a little bit of harmonica playing, a little bit of, old town gospel, a little bit singing. And, he's just taking a little tour of the place, just walking around, he got casual clothes. Looks like it's far outdated, but he seems pretty content. He got a cigarette in his mouth. It's not lit, but he's just walking around until he see this this woman training hitting a dummy, and you know not gonna lie, you know she's attractive a little bit, so attractive little PYT. So he gonna go over there, you know, take a seat at the bench a little bit. He just gonna watch. Not gonna disturb her. Just gonna, enjoy the view until she notices him.
Alright, at the moment she doesn't notice. She's just sort of, again, hacking away at this training dummy.
It takes a minute, so he's gonna just pep up and be like, my. Seems like you putting in a lot of work today. Getting ready for war?
Heidi spins around, sort of a bit wide-eyed, and sees somebody sitting there on the bench. She's going to go ahead and assume that because this is one of the protected part of the Seps, that he's of the nation. And she sort of stands there, sort of blankly looking at him. Oh, we're always in a state of war.
Ah, interesting, interesting answer. Oh, what is my manners? Ah, Forgot. I am Cletus Jones. I'm song slinger. I am, you know, of the nation, born on two legs. To run away from the southern bells of the, if you know what I mean. But I'm Bone Nard. I'm Cleath. I don't want to go through long introductions. Just keep it short. What about you? Seems like you seem to be quite a interesting, strong warrior. Mind telling me your name?
Not at all, Raya. Heidi, Drake Vossen, born on two legs, uh, a full moon of, well, hoping anyway to be to follow in the footsteps of the rest of my family into the Fenrir.
Hmm. My, that's quite interesting indeed. No need for formalities. You don't have to call me, right. I'm just simple as you calling me Cletus Jones.
Well, if that's an order, I will do so, Rhea, but Olaf would literally hit me upside the head a good bit until I started to say ow, if I
Oh,
were to not.
oh Lordy. It, that's quite an abusive relationship right there. But I understand. He must be the den parent as a see.
Yes, he certainly, oh, look, it's Gabriel! Literally anything else than that. Yes, hey, Gabriel! She waves.
Gabriel, who is reading on a park bench, he's reading probably some kind of language book. He'll kind of look up, look at Heidi, smile, not show any teeth, and then wave back.
Gabriel! She starts doing that really long sort of wave over with like her full arm.
Oh, okay, yep. He'll shrug, close his book, lay it down somewhere safe, stand up, go ahead to meet up with Heidi and Cletus.
So, Cletus, this is another one of my fellow cublings. This is Glenn, Gabriel.
No.
A little bit of side eye.
My. Nice to meet you, Gabriel. I'm Cletus Jones, known to the nation as Song Slinger.
Then it's good to meet you, song singer Raya. I'm Gabriel Young,
Oh,
theater cub, born on two legs.
Lordy. Oh, no need for formalities. I'm just call me Cletus.
Look slightly puzzled, and you'll say, "Well, all right, Cletus."
Ah, yes, that's better. We are much in this fight, much as you cubs are too.
Well, we actually haven't seen any combat. Well, I don't know. Have you seen combat yet, Gabriel?
Not that I remember.
So yeah, he's like me. We kind of went, all sideways, and don't remember much about our first time out with claws and teeth. She
Hmm.
looks over at him. By the way, how many people did you take out?
He'll look down and say, "I'm not entirely sure. It was a closed-off environment. I want to say 4, 5, maybe."
Hmm. Yeah. She looks back up at Cletus. Mine was more of like going off in like setting off a firecracker in the middle of a sardine can.
That is a beautiful parable that you got right there, miss. Interesting.
Oh, I do try.
Well, I would just say this: if y'all have any tales like your first time out or anything, if y'all get yourself in a real hairy situation and y'all come back and y'all have tales of heroic deeds, I wouldn't mind sitting down, listening, and then singing your tales to the nation.
No songs to sing of just yet. It's still early on.
Oh yes, yes,
At
it.
this point, someone will sidestep out of the gauntlet and start making his way towards this section of the set. You would actually smell him before you see him, so I will allow people to perception primal urge.
Give it a shot. There's one.
Yeah, there's a get coming by. Like you smell like the fullness of it. It's
I,
unmistakable.
I smell
Like
blood, glory, honor, strength.
I smell a story.
She just turns and looks and question, Anthony, how well is contemplates his face known throughout the nation?
pretty well. He took out a Nexus crawler and saved a set.
Ooh.
Heidi just stands there, just sort of eyes just fixed on him. Like literally, there is like almost light coming out of her eyes that are directly just focused on contemplates the mercy.
Upon seeing that, Gabriel, not entirely sure who this Jason Momoa-looking guy is, gathers that he's probably someone he should show throat to. So he does so, because he doesn't want the get to murder him.
Cletus will show proper respect as well, bearing his throat.
Contemplates will walk by, taking one of the taking his headband out of his hair, letting his hair fall. So, what is happening here? You're Heidi, right?
I see.
You say yes to those questions, Heidi.
Yes.
He'll shake his head. I was talking to Olaf not too long ago about you. He says you're doing well.
Hey, I try, fighting spirit.
You might want to work on speaking up. Just looks at you.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And you are the Shadow Lord. He kind of double takes the sniff again. Looks at Gabriel.
Not yet, Raya. I do not have the permission nor the worthiness to be a Shadow Lord quite yet.
What I meant to say, if we're going, formally, I smell the stock on you.
Oh, then yes, Raya. I apologize.
Shakes his head. Well, and who else do we have here? Cletus. Yes, I got the report about you. How do you like it here?
It's quite the place to be. I'm enjoying myself immensely. The kinfolk are very welcoming, and the guru are welcoming as well. I feel very much at home here.
Looks at you and gives him a polite nod. So what's happening here? Did I interrupt something?
I wouldn't necessarily say that you were interrupting, given that it was sort of an impromptu gathering. You see, I was here with the. She holds up the blunted training sword. I was using this on this piece of wood here with the spinning arms and all of that, and well, I noticed him points at Cletus, and then pointed at, and then I saw that he was here. Gabriel, and
More side eye.
and we all got to talking, and then well, you showed up, honored Raya. Yeah.
So, Practicing then. He looks at the training dummy, then back to Heidi. Let's see what you got. Sits back and folds his arms. Watches.
Oh, you mean with the training dummy?
Yes.
Uh, um, okay. And she'll turn around, sort of crack her neck, and roll her shoulders a few times, and she hits it.
Looks at you. Walks next to you. It's just like, um, perhaps if it was moving, and you don't necessarily want to nick it that way. As he, yeah, that's enough. He kind of, he'll ask for your sword.
She turns it over in her hand and offers it handle side out.
She'll take it and contemplates and like a flurry will hit it like 4 times, like that. You lead with your left foot. That's your dominant foot, right?
I'm more of a righty, but I can give that a shot, considering that the righty has not been working as well. She'll take the sword up and square off, and she will give it a shot again. Does a little bit better this time.
See? He just looks like...
To be fair, it's not my forte just yet with all the handheld weapons. I'm more of a hand-to-hand type myself.
Kind of gives you a smirk. Really?
She nods. I could give you a demonstration if you like. And then there's that get smirk.
And contemplates, will crack his knuckles. He's like, okay.
My, something's about to go down, I say. Might as well take me front row seat.
His contemplates will lead you to the circle. It's not an official challenge or anything. I'm just showing you the ropes.
Duly noted.
Hmm.
And she'll again sort of swear off. She looks at him. Hamid, Labro, Krinos.
Hamid.
Okay. And she will square up with him.
Mm.
And do you want to roll initiative or?
Yeah, make it fair initiative. Unless somebody's gonna like jump in, and unless this gets very interesting.
And Gabriel, true to his Shadow Lore stock.
I got a 9.
I have more than that.
Of course you do.
Spirit of the Fray bullshit.
I played this guy for a while before it became an actual NPC. Alright, so we'll just start off with a simple dex roll. See what happens. Okay. Alright, so that's 6.
Alright. Heidi will try and block. So that brings it down to... Block is standard diff, I think, right?
Yes, standard.
So yeah, that takes it down to 4 successes.
Alright, we will do that. Okay. Contemplates will look at you and say, don't be scared. Like, if you're going to fight somebody, hold your head up. As like the punch like squarely connects with your face. Like,
She soaks two of it. Um. So yeah, it's your turn again.
fair enough. So basically, for everyone watching, you see a fist connect with her face.
She takes it, of course, when she kind of stumbles, and she kind of, as she's hit, she sort of spins around and stumbles, and when she comes full circle, she's facing back up, but she's got both arms sort of up. She's keeping her forearms in front of her face, clearly on the defensive here.
Watch your left. Watch your left.
Gabriel just winces as he sees that connect.
What you doing now?
She is going to spend 2 rage, because she
Okay.
just gained 1.
Mhm.
She will use her main action to dodge.
Okay. Dodge 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I'm sorry, block.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4.
2.
2 damage.
2 damage. Just roll out damage, see how much you soak. He's not trying to go all out. It's a cub, don't murder the cub. So, no damage.
Oh, joy. So now she's on to rage actions, and she's going to punch him.
Go right ahead.
So that's 2. Connect. So she will roll 3 total for her damage. She's got 1.
So,
Are you still the Striders?
no, I'm not. No, it's not obnoxious.
Yeah, no, I was going to say.
Alright, and here comes the second one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So as the first hit sort of is just a glancing blow, the second one she actually manages to like get in between if he's got like his arms held up.
Mhm.
She actually hit that pretty square, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4 on top of her
Straight up
strength.
damage.
6. Doesn't do a blessed thing.
Hey man, everybody has those punches. You get plainly where you want to get, but just nothing.
Yeah.
He looks at you and he smiles. He was just like, "You got it," but you kind of like he will show you again in kind of a mock fashion as he will like throw out his fist like that, trying to show you.
Put the in it. The.
As he will say, "How about this?" So it's a little bit more fair. Gabriel, right?
Yes, right.
Cock you over.
Gabriel will come on over.
He will square you off, like take my place and be a sparring partner. So this way I can see a little bit more. See if
Got
I
it.
have to yell at Olaf or not.
Gabriel in the back of his head is like, he's probably going to have to yell at Olaf, which means Olaf's going to yell at me. So, alright. So, reroll initiative?
Yeah, we roll.
Okay. I've got 11.
I've got 2 and 3. That's 5. I've also got 11.
Okay, I have 3. Well, I have 2 decks.
I have 2 decks.
I have 3 wits.
I have 3 wits.
Okay.
So let's roll off.
Alright.
I got a 4.
I got an 8.
You go first.
Okay. So, Gabriel's going to throw the best damn punch he can, guys. Who's ready to see this amazing ass Gabriel dice pool for brawling? It's gonna be
Teach you
amazing.
making these social primary characters. Werewolf, knock it off.
that's one.
Okay.
Is Heidi gonna take it?
Yep.
All right.
She could see, like, she can look at contemplates and know if that hits me once, it's gonna hurt. With Glenn,
Mhm.
Gabriel, I'm doing it both in and out of character. That was completely a Freudian slip. Um, with Gabriel, she can't tell exactly how strong he is just by looking at him. So she'll
Yeah.
go ahead and.
Oh damn, that's 2.
Oh, she takes 2.
All right. To kind of narrate this for everybody, contemplates and Heidi, both being people that know how to fight. Gabriel definitely is not the best. This was definitely a lucky shot.
Mhm.
That being said, it looks like he has thrown a punch at least once before, so it wouldn't take that much for him to get better.
Right. So calculate yours since this has been
That's 4 damage I've taken.
4 damage you've taken.
Yeah.
So Contemplates is gonna like go over, put up his hand, like, all right. So what have we learned? As he will begin explaining again, the theory behind throwing a punch. What he did, more of what he did.
She's sort of wiping at her lip. Nearly lean into it.
He'll nod, hand you both water. So tell me, what's it like here? What have you learned so far? How much of the litany have you grasped?
Heidi looks awfully disappointed that she couldn't retaliate.
This is training. This isn't a brawl.
Yeah, for what it's worth, I mean, Gabriel really doesn't look like he's trying to lord it over Heidi, like at all.
Yeah, but somebody has a certain type of nature
That's true.
where
That's nature. Like, play it out.
Yeah, he I think he's getting that she has that nature, so he's trying to make this as easy as possible.
she's just gonna look up at when she looks up at contemplates. With all due respect, Raya, we're not done here yet. I'm still standing. He's still standing. It may be sparring, but it's not. It's still not decided. The contest.
Contemplates, looks at you, and there's an audible, like, he is smiling at you. And he says, this is not a contest to see who can kick whose ass. This is more or less seeing where you've come. How far you've come.
I would agree wholeheartedly, but he hasn't seen where I've come from yet. And she kind of gives a modest smile at that.
Well, looks at Gabriel. Like,
If she wants to be Fenrir, then I will gladly allow her to show me her strength.
Lordy, lordy, lordy. This looks like it just got interesting.
he will hand you both a guy's, breath. Have at it, boys.
Okay.
She'll simply look at Gabriel. To make this more interesting, would you like to go up to the second form?
Gabriel will think a little bit, and he'll finally nod, and he'll say, all right.
So Heidi will take her time to go up into Glabro.
Before you guys start, make sure Contemplates both handed you both a guy.
Guy's
Well,
breath.
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
Based on
Gabriel,
the new rules, people can die from bashing. Just pointing that out. That is a thing. So,
oh, right. Rage, heal, and bashing.
exactly.
Right. I suppose, yeah. I suppose we're just going to be fighting until yield then, rather than to unconsciousness. But yeah, Gabriel will also take time to shift up into Glabro. It takes I don't know if Heidi has any primal urge, but Gabriel doesn't. So it does take him quite a bit amount of time to shift up.
Probably not too much longer than her, because she's only got a dot of it.
Yeah. Gabriel still kind of shows the signs of pain that a lot of new Garu feel when they shift for the first time. It's typically quite common when they're only a few days old. But he'll finally move up into the form without too many issues.
And with Glabro, we do heal, do we not?
You can soak lethal now, based on the rules.
But we regenerate too, as well, right?
Lane, correct me? I believe so. Yes. Lank.
Well, I mean, technically it's out of their breach form, so yeah, they would heal.
I just
Unless
want
they
to make
were born in fucking Labro.
which is weird. That's what I thought. Okay.
Yeah.
So Heidi will wait until she's fully healed, and then put the guy's breath into her pocket, and she's sort of standing there. Hair's a bit more feral. She's got like these, small elongated nails. But aside from being a bit more buff and a bit taller, she's relatively unchanged in Glabro.
Yeah. Gabriel was he was a moderately attractive guy in Hamid form. Upon shifting up, his black hair just gets a little longer, but not by much.
Glabrio.
Glabriel, yes. He'll get a little bit bigger. He looks like Gabriel, except if he hit the gym a lot more. And start caring a bit less about his appearance.
Yeah. So now that we're back at the top of that round, we're back at 11. It's your go.
All right. Go ahead and throw a punch. There's 2.
Heidi will block.
All right.
And does not.
Okay, so let me check his sheet. I don't know the stats off the top of my head. Okay. That's how many dice I'm throwing.
This would be the second round of combat, so adjust your rage accordingly.
Okay. Alright, that's 3 bashing.
Which she takes like a champ.
Get it.
Your fist hits her in the face, and she sort of leans into it and gives a smirk and a slight snarl. And it's Gabriel's turn again.
Alright, and here he will try again. Y'all really making me work for that brawl, too.
It's justifiable out of this.
Alright, there's just 1.
Heidi will take it, but she's also going to spend a rage point.
Okay. Okay, there goes 2.
Such a show-off, Link. Sad.
Doesn't soak any of it. She takes 2 damage. So give her another rage. Now it's her turn.
You actually get 2 points because it's the third round, I believe, if I'm keeping track properly.
Alright, then Heidi is going to go for a grapple.
Ooh, okay.
And gains 3 successes.
Alright.
Refresh me on this one. I haven't done it in a while. Annie.
What are you trying to do?
Just grappling.
Yeah.
I think she has the grapple at this point.
Yes.
Alright. I think you're trying to clench. You're trying to clench, right?
Yep.
Alright.
Then you roll your strength plus, I believe, 1 for the damage.
Isn't it strength? She's trying to hold it in, so strength. She's just trying to hold him at the moment.
Yeah, well, with the grapple, you always do damage, I believe.
Alright. Forget that. That was not what I meant to do. That's what I meant to do.
Ooh.
Damn.
This gonna hurt. I can tell you that. Not as bad, but it hurts. He takes 3. As she wrestles him to the ground, he she probably pins him in just that way where his back hits the floor in just the worst way possible.
And on the second maneuver, Heidi is going to go for a joint lock on his elbow.
All right.
Oh, thank 10. That is 4 successes.
Would have sucked if you failed.
Yeah,
that
I
would've
know.
been beautiful. Okay.
So that is 4 plus her, or 3 plus her strength.
Okay. So this is the rage action she spent, right?
Yes.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, specifically on the joint lock.
Okay.
So if you don't soak much of this, she's gonna.
Yeah.
After
He
that,
soaked.
Contemplates is gonna call it.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So he soaked 3 of it. Yeah. As Contemplates calls it, Gabriel looks like he could probably take a little bit more, but he's not trying to push it, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. Hattie sort of got him at that point where she sort of rolled him onto his his chest, and she's got the elbow bent back towards her, back towards his own back. She's got like a knee on top of it, and she's got her like hands wrapped around his wrist, and she's all like, she's heavy breathing, eyes a bit wild. And,
no medics, children. No medics.
The Fenrir feel ways about that. That is not on her mind at the moment. So yeah, she's got a hold of him. What does Contemplates do when he steps in?
Contemplates will you let him go now? Is he just kneels like beside both of you? Like,
All right. She pulls both hands away and steps off of him, and then offers down her arm to help him up. Not on the opposite arm of the one she didn't just like torque.
Yep. He'll gladly take the hand. Smile, and he'll get back up, start basically popping his other arm, his now bad arm, out a little bit, letting all that heal up.
You've got a mean right hook.
Thank you.
Keep developing that up, and well, it would be a good thing to have you side by side in a fight.
He'll actually very genuinely smile at that, and he'll say, "Thank you. It means a lot coming from. It means a lot from you. Think you could show me a few next time?"
I know a thing or two that I could pass on. Yes.
Sweet.
And I'm taking a willpower point for my competitor nature, because she won.
yeah, you won. Hooray. Well, clap.
At this point, Clea's just gonna start clapping. Congrats, both of y'all. That was wonderful.
Thank you, Rhea.
Tim,
Yeah.
make a perception alertness.
All right.
Sneaky people being sneaky.
That's 2.
Difficulty +2 because of Blur of the Milky Eye, but
Blur
it's
of the Milky
okay.
Eye.
You got the wonderful thing. So you don't beat me on my successes. Give others 10.
I got 2.
I got 4 successes on my stealth.
It doesn't matter. He's being a
Sweet.
But yeah, from behind you, you're going to hear a voice. It would work better if you went for the throat.
Gabriel, not really used to Lupus just kind of showing up behind him and saying shit. He'll jump just a little bit, not terribly so. And as he looks at Katori and not making eye contact, he'll say, "Well, Rai, I'm not sure if the purpose necessarily was to hurt one another. Was it?"
Contemplates
Check it just to make sure.
no.
It doesn't matter that if you want to submit someone, throating them is extremely efficient.
He makes a point. Counterbricks were not in agreement.
So that's what Mama L did to Snowpaws yesterday.
Yes.
Makes sense.
Hmm. I haven't seen the two of you yet.
I'm
Heidi,
sure Olaf told you how to introduce yourselves to a lupus.
out of character, the only thing she's gotten is showing her throat.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
We'll correct
Gabriel.
if need be.
Yeah, Gabriel at the very least will show his throat. He's not sure if it's something that needs to be done every time or just
I'll roll
the first
my
time.
intelligence guru lore if that's alright. Or animalkin, whichever you prefer.
Damien hasn't said much, so it depends on how much of a hardliner Katori's going to be.
It depends. I can be an asshole or not.
It's up to
Depends
you.
on the mood.
Yeah.
I mean,
Stupid homage
yeah,
be stupid, though.
yeah. He would. Let's go. Since you specifically said to a lupus and not to a garu, we're going to go with animal kin.
Alright, then I need to add on one more dice. So that's 3 successes. Does Katori, would Katori prefer that she be on the ground on her side, or is showing her throat enough in Hamid?
From, I would say from his behavior and the way he is looking at both of you, you kind of get the feeling that he expects the rollover.
Okay.
Heidi will just sort of sit down and she'll expose her belly.
Not really sure what's going on, but is just gonna follow the
She'll
leader.
just grab the
'Cause,
back of like Glenn or Gabriel's coat and pull him down.
Yep, he will go down very easily since he wasn't sure what was going on, but he'll assume Heidi's trying to help.
People can throw a peony.
I'm gonna throw a peony. Just one.
I got 3.
You got 3.
No wait,
Okay, for Mr. One success.
I got 2. My bad. I keep forgetting I
Okay,
have another
you got
empathy.
two. It's okay. So for you with 2 successes, you think you see something for a second in his eyes when he looks at you. You're pretty sure that when you put him down, you can almost see that he's disappointed, almost in a way that he wanted him to fuck up.
Damn, son.
Her eyes go a bit wide, and she just sort of curls up into a little ball. She's like, "Next time I'll let him make his own mistakes, Raya."
What do I get with 4 successes?
With 4 successes, pretty much he was enjoying the fact that Gabriel was not showing submission in the idea of, yeah, I'm gonna have a fun time with it. But then Heidi kind of ruined his fun.
Contemplate, will just look and smirk.
And he'll approach the 2 cubs and he'll put a paw on their throat. Get up.
On whose throat? On Gabriel's throat or Heidi's throat?
On both.
Okay.
Heidi Tryggvason, born under full moon on 2 legs and prospective member of the Fenrir, Raya.
So we
She
have
wants to
four.
she wants to elbow Gabriel, but she's not
Well,
gonna.
well, he's looking. Well, is Katori looking at him? Like, is that is a big
Nah.
deal? Who's looking at who? Like,
Mm,
who
I
is
mean,
supposed
no.
to?
Currently, okay, Tim, I'm giving it to you for free on this one. He's not looking at you. He's looking at Heidi, as if he's not expecting you to present yourself. Almost as if he already know who you are.
Okay.
It is good to see another one of the Trigvason here. Hmm. I think it's going to be interesting. I am Dori Gashketipikud Kikinamakud, born on four-leg, listening moon, Afro of the Uktena tribe, keeper of the land, and alpha of the hunters of the lost. And he's gonna look sideways at the one that he was actually talking about when he said, I haven't seen the two of you, who is sitting on the bench.
He just go take his cigarette out. Oh, interesting. And you see he's gonna like take off his shirt and take off his jacket, put it on the bench. He's gonna go over there and do the whole submission, lay on his back, bare his belly and stuff, show his stuff. I am Cletus Jones, song slinger, from the Big Easy itself, born on two legs. I'm a singer of tales, and I am a proud child of Mother Rat. Cleaf.
You seems to have work for very physical demonstration. I like you, as he pats you on the head.
I like you too, Katori Ryo.
Does Katori get sarcasm?
Yes, he does.
Yeah, Katori's been around enough to understand sarcasm.
I don't know. We have lupuses around that don't understand sarcasm and getting hella mad hella quick.
I mean,
Maybe
I
it's the
mean,
fact that they do understand it, and they just say, you know what? I'm still gonna get mad just because I can.
I mean, my first packmate was a Bonar, so yeah, sarcasm is a thing that he understands.
Fair enough.
Uh, ah, get up.
Oh, don't
It's
mind
fun
if
when
I
it
do.
lasts. Of course, I won't mind.
How you'll stand up and sort of look over at Gabriel's arm. You should probably put heat on that tonight, so that way it won't get sore.
Good idea. Yeah, doing that.
So, Toira, you said you were keeper of the land, yes?
Yes, that's what I do.
I am, I have gone through homage schooling on how to take care of the land to some degree. But I'm sure it won't compare to the knowledge you have. Given your closest to Gaia, I'd be willing to lend a hand, permitted that, it stays within the veil-protected parts of the Sept, given the whole, subway massacre thing.
He cocks his head on the side. When you talk about subway massacre thing. And he's going to look at, contemplate, did something happen in the metallic worm thing?
God's place will shake his head, yes.
A surly man with alcohol in his breath murdered 44 people in that metal tube and ended up committing suicide as well.
Deflection.
Deflection or did he say that out loud?
Contemplates wasn't there.
No, but deflection. Did he say that out loud, or is that just Anthony?
That's just me being silly.
Okay, so yeah. She firmly believes that.
Hmm. He looks at her. He looks at contemplates with a bored look regarding the massacre, raising an eyebrow.
Contemplates doesn't look bothered by it. Like, shit happens. Like,
Ah, the beauty of first changes. Indeed, indeed.
Mm, he's gonna shake his head. Those things happens. People die every day.
They return to the cycle, and it begins anew.
Anthony just lost a point of humanity. Check. So,
Heidi just sort of shrugs. The only thing that's really regrettable about it is that man caused a lot of people to die, and also it's given us a bit more of a headache, I understand, as far as the rest of the Garu community is concerned.
Mm, perhaps. Other would say that yes, it's only 46 humans, but that's a debate for another day. If you want to help around Cairn, mm, I don't see why not, but you would have first to ask then Father.
Of course.
What is he for you? Your Triglassens seems to be a whole full lot of Triglassens.
Um, his mother is my mother's sister, and we are cousins. Me, him, and Lily grew up together.
Mm. Now you
Heidi's
can throw,
mother is
you can
my.
throw a peony on Kotori.
Contemplates will perk up and say, Heidi's mother is my aunt.
He nods.
1, 2, 3 successes on Katori.
Yeah, you can see that when you tell the name of Lily, his ears flatten for a second.
She'll sort of bow her head solemnly. She died on her feet, Katori Raya. I don't even claim to understand enough about the Octena to know how you die, but for the Fenrir, as I understand it, it's very important that you went out without a whimper.
Hmm.
Contemplates will shake his head in affirmation. It's true.
I'm proud of her.
Hmm. Feeling sadness for those who pass on is still permitted. It doesn't make their death less glorious.
My mother once put it as sorrowful joy.
Hmm. Perhaps. As he turns to Gabriel. Right.
Oh,
You
that's.
belong to me now.
Contemplates will just look and shake his head.
Actually, I'm sorry, out of character. What was it Katori said? I didn't quite catch all of it.
He said, "You belongs to me now."
Contemplates will just shake his head. Like, oh boy.
Unsure of what that means.
Hmm.
Gabriel's just gonna
It
say,
means that I'm going to train you because you're listening moon just as I am. And I have to say that from what I've seen, you take an awful lot of time to change. So we're going to work on those and strength and give strength to your connection to Gaia.
yes, Katori, bye.
Good. Well, if you would excuse me, I have some fun to have. Follow me. As he starts to walk off.
Gabriel will give one last look to the gathered assembly of Garu before he also follows behind Katori. Doesn't wait too long.
Go on now. Have fun.
Training, training, training.
If they've made themselves, at least, if they've walked into the area, Heidi will look over in the direction of Halls and Lucas.
Fair enough. Let's say they go ahead and come in from the south side of this particular procession. And Lucas, for his part, looks like he's dressed and readied and carrying his equipment to go ahead and continue his staff training.
Cores will have followed Lucas into the area, and she will. Her eyes will be currently following the sight of her packmate leaving, but she will make no moves to follow him, but she will be staring as he disappears.
Lucas is going to go ahead and approach the gathering, go ahead and expose his throat, and say, "Dear Reyes, how are you doing today?"
Training.
Your training goes well, dear Raya?
Their training goes fine, as he points to Gabriel walking away, and Heidi.
As this is all going on, Heidi has walked over to the big sort of purple, like mini cooler lunch bag combo kind of thing. And she opens it up, and immediately the entire area is wafted with the scent of succulent, succulent pork pies.
Oh, lordy.
Toad's making a willpower roll.
My character is going over there. Lordy. What do I smell right here?
I think I succeed.
Oh, no, how good are these pork buns?
They're 5 successes worth.
I'll leave it up to you, Link.
Oh, then I'm sorry. I have to do something then.
I want to be a bit of a dick right now. I want to see what happens.
Do it. Go ahead. Do it. Do it.
I'm gonna say, how fresh are these pork buns?
Yeah, how fresh are they?
She made them this morning before she came out for training,
Link, that's a
and
gift, like 9. Bro.
Okay, well then I have to do something, and I'm terribly sorry.
I'm gonna laugh if you walk over and steal the pork buns and run away.
I'm gonna try. I told you gonna try.
Before I leave the scene, I want to see how this goes down.
Well, first I'm gonna activate the gift, and if that doesn't work, well then we'll see.
Oh god.
Yeah,
I got it.
Walking over there. It
You
does.
don't remember having a lunchbox. There
Oh.
was no lunchbox.
Oh shit! He was taking the fun, you cheap motherfucker.
There was actually. Hold on, I have to ask. What's your streetwise? Your intelligence streetwise for Heidi.
I don't have any streetwise. I
What's
only
your
have
intelligence?
4.
Yeah, I think I got it.
Yeah.
You have
Yep.
no lunchbox.
Damn.
You never had a
Damn.
lunchbox.
Damn.
You never baked those pies.
She goes to kind of. She's like scratching her head. I know I was over here for something. I just can't remember what.
And now I just need to make my deck stealth to leave one in front of calls. I think I do it.
Yeah, you do it.
That's very good doing it.
Yeah. I mean, if anybody, Totes wants to get, 13 successes on a perception alertness, they can try.
No, Link.
No.
I don't have heightened senses activated, so no.
Yeah, because it would only be diff 6 for you.
But no.
Well, calls will, when she turns her head back from looking where Katori is, she has a meat pie in front of her. It smells good.
But does it? Or does it smell like... How much does it smell like meat, and how much is there breadiness?
She said it was 5 success. He said it was 5 successes, so I'm assuming it smells good regardless.
Okay, so it smells really, really good, but you can look at it and see that it's not... The outside doesn't look like meat, but it smells really, really good. So I'm going to see whether her taste buds and her smell overcome her common sense not to try and eat the damn thing. Nope. Apparently she still has enough common sense, or I think she has enough common sense to know.
Well, he said it was diff 9 for me, so you got 1 success. You can probably resist eating it, but barely. It's too good to
So
smell.
yeah, she's sniffing it and perhaps licking it, but she manages to refrain from actually wolfing the thing down.
Heidi looks confused. That looks like a meat pie I would make.
Oh, you cook?
Do you? Looks over at her.
Yeah. I came from a farm.
Oh lordy. You know how to make some apple pie?
Apple pie, peach cobbler, cherry pie, blueberry
get the
pie,
southern sweats.
boysenberry pie, biscuits, gravy, turkey,
Oh lordy, hold on.
cookies.
Oh lordy.
Does Cletus need to make a roll to avoid drooling?
Yeah, you see
Can I get a stamina etiquette roll?
Fucking side-eyeing the hell out of you right now.
Oh, come on, a good old southern man like that likes some good pies.
I don't know what diff is, but
I'll give it to you. You don't drool, but you definitely licking your lips.
yeah. Heidi, I ask one favor of you, and one mighty good favor. If you wouldn't mind whipping me up some homemade peach cobbler and an apple pie, I will be so grateful to you.
I can't leave the septical get the ingredients. It just happens to be that Olaf's cabin is pretty well stocked with pork and pork accessories. So pork pies are what I can do. But if you bring me peach cobbler and all of the fixings for it, or peaches and all the fixings for a peach cobbler, I can do so.
Your wish is my command. I will make sure you get them ingredients. Back down south when Ma used to make good old peach cobbler, I used to have a good old time eating my 2 or 3 servings. Yes. All right.
Contemplates Rye, if you wanted. Well, given some time, I could probably prepare a nice little banquet for everyone.
Actually, there's a gathering coming up for Get. You can make dinner.
There's just sort of that look on her face where she's just like, yay!
Might need
Contemplates
a
has a
bigger
pie as
kitchen.
well at his feet.
Say what?
Contemplates as well has one at his feet.
You will eat the bun. Wait!
What?
Kind of scratches her head.
What? Where's all these beautiful these meat buns coming from? I'm quite hungry myself.
Link, is this enough to realize what's going on?
I. You have above Guru lore too. You know about certain gifts.
Contemplates is just gonna choke and continue eating the pork bun.
Like, it might not necessarily be him, but you think it's definitely a Ragabash.
Yeah, it's a
Heidi's
lesson.
just looking at this pork pie. She doesn't remember making it, so she's just like, in her head, somebody is stepping on my territory and making pork pies? That motherfucker. I will end them.
Heidi is jealous of herself. Oh my god, that's perfect.
That is a damn good pork pie. Meat pie. She's just wolfing it down.
I'm not going to be a dick about it, but I could totally say how strongly do you feel about it.
Yeah, my character just having the sweats over here, like, oh Lord, like all this food and stuff. He just.
I'll tell you what, let me roll my willpower and we'll see if if she doesn't succeed, she'll gain a rage point.
Don't frenzy.
No, she's able to hold her, or she's able to compose herself, but there is definitely a she's just standing there and she's just sort of scowling at the pie.
Contemplates will look towards Heidi. You know, you gonna let this person outdo you? Nom nom nom.
If you need a taste tester, I will be
Shit.
there.
Well, that just happened.
Everybody get your sticks out.
No!
Yes, another one.
Did she just
Time to
frenzy?
roll initiative.
She did.
Yep.
I'm rolling initiative.
Yep. Get
So
my
Heidi,
dice
just
stream up.
at that, just can't handle the fact that somebody has made a better meat pie than her. She can't handle the fact that her possibly one of the greatest get in her family, possibly somebody that she was. Oh my god, I've become Lily. She just went all yandere over fucking pork pies.
So the question is, what is the object
It
of your
happens.
frenzy? Because it's not a person in general.
It's the pork pie.
So you're going to rage against a pork pie that's sitting somewhere.
She is going to rage against the pork pie and contemplates his hand.
Oh golly.
Oh, great.
Yep. So, who acts first?
I'm at a 15. Does anyone beat a 15?
Nope.
I'm at a 15.
6.
What's your dex?
My dex currently in this form is 4.
Mine is 5.
That's what I figured.
Spending a rage point, and I'm preparing for a sneak attack. Cannot tolerate this, and I'm shifting to Hispo with the rage. Only one, but that's okay. One is one. By all means, Anthony, I didn't see that.
All alone, no one here to guide me.
Just saying you're muted, bro. Anthony is muted. I think he's preparing his sheet.
Ease.
Just a quick, for my reference, what is the phase of the moon today?
Let's check.
Save the rage for the peach
Let's
cobbler.
see.
It's a
Alrighty.
crescent moon, so it is difficulty 7.
Yay!
Wait, if it's a difficulty 7, Heidi doesn't brawl or frenzy,
You had an 8. You had 2 10s and an 8.
and a 6.
Okay, well then actually you didn't frenzy, and this is okay.
Yeah.
Yay for logistics. She's pissed.
All right, rather than, hang on, let me get this back up because I really only want to save that picture for, but she's got,
Oh, she is angry. Gotcha.
she's just looking at
She's
the
at the
pork
step of
pie,
frenzy.
and she's just like, contemplates Raya, please put down the pork pie.
Gain a rage, by the way, Vinny. You didn't
Mhm.
frenzy, so gain a rage.
Mm-hmm. And I'll take her up to 4.
Up to
Oh.
4? Don't you mean up to 6?
No, she spent 2 in her fight,
My apologies.
in her sparring session. So, Anthony,
You know, when she say that, you just gonna see Clea's like, my ma said, never get in the way of a woman in her cooking. They can have the fury of the devil himself.
As she is looking more ragey, Coles is looking slightly agitated.
Lucas is going to go ahead and turn towards the newcomer, extend a hand. Lucas Mathis, it's nice to meet you.
Ah, nice to meet you too, Cletus Songslinger, proud son of Mother Rat.
Goes ahead and gives you a thumbs up.
Oh, I forgot the other part. I'm Cleaf also.
The formality is not important right now.
Of course, it isn't. It isn't.
Coles will look sternly at him, at Lucas, when he says that.
He's going to go ahead and look towards Calls. What? I'm not even dressed. Look at this. I'm in a white t-shirt. I'm about to go ahead and sweat for like the next 6 hours. He says that in that jokey, humorous tone he usually has.
Meetings are important, Lucas. They set the tone. I'm sure Galliard will also understand.
I understand completely, ma'am. I understand full-heartedly, but it's okay. Right now, we are just sitting, congregating, and talking, and may sing some tales later. Once I try to see if I can get some peach cobbler or something, of course.
Coles looks at you somewhat startled and probably looking more firmly at you after you carried on after the first sentence. But then shakes her head slightly and carries on. I am Coles the Fury. Galliard, Black Fury, clear. Born on 4 legs.
Well, I am Cletus Jones, Songslinger, proud son of Mother Rat. I'm Galliard, and I'm Cleaf to the nation, born on 2 legs. And I am New Orleans' anointed son. And he tilts his hat off.
I don't know what the last statement means, but the Sept could do with good Galliards and those who inspire and bring us all and lead the nation, inspire the nation to greater heights. I have recently been giving instruction on some of our cubs on this.
Oh, of course, of course, of course. Inspiration, drive, and ability to be able to sing the highest praises of greatest of Gaia's warriors. That is what we here for, and that is what we do. And we take great pride in our jobs.
Pride. Yes.
All right, so at this point, Heidi has just gone to sit down with other things, but she's sitting there and she's just scowling, just sitting there monitoring to herself.
Mm.
Carlos will turn to the muttering, agitated female. And you? Who are you?
She looks up. Heidi Tryggvason of the Fenrir, well, cub of the Fenrir. Born on 2 legs, full moon.
In a moment, there's going to be a bag that is placed behind Heidi. A familiar bag, but she doesn't know why.
Well, taking the forgotten means that she has no ownership of it now.
Oh, I know she has no ownership, but it doesn't mean it can't feel familiar. So, this is
It's
a
a
nice
bag
bag.
that you would have gotten. It looks
Exactly.
nice. You
It's
might
something
have
that
gotten
you
a
would have
long
bought.
time ago. Yeah, exactly.
She looks at the bag. Did it just like appear on the bench beside her?
Like it's like she turns her head when she's addressing and turns back, and it's sitting there at her feet.
Is there like some
Clearly,
sort
it is
of...
there to mock Heidi. Clearly. Look at
No,
what I made.
She'll
no.
she'll look at it, open the just flip the top on it.
It smells like meat pies.
No meat pies left.
Nope, all gone.
Hmm. She'll pick up the bag and then sniff the outside of it to find out who this imposter is.
Oh, goody goody. Can you beat? Can you get 8 successes on perception alertness, difficulty 8?
She's sniffing the bag for scents.
I
She's
know.
not specifically looking for him. And no,
Oh,
she cannot.
okay. Then just make a basic check, and as long as you pass, you're going to get the scents associated with meat pies. But you don't pass.
No. She's sort of muttering to herself. I see that you're mocking me now. I'll find you. I'll find you.
Hey, Lucas
It's a
can
sea
make.
laughter. A wits?
Yeah, just wits.
Okay. Wits. Hey, I don't
Hey,
know what the difficulty is, but those are
this
2 8s and a 10.
this seems familiar. You had an incident done with a hat like this.
Yes. Yes. Okay. Lucas goes ahead and straightens up a little bit. Seems like all kinds of training is being done today.
Again, muttering, 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 then looks over to calls. I don't think I caught your name, Raya.
Indeed. I am Calls to Fury. Galliard of the Black Furies. Clear. Born on 4 legs.
Trigvassans are fairly well tied in with the Furies back in Two Harbors.
So I have heard. I have met 2 before with the name Trigvason.
Olaf, Lily, and I grew up together. We were related by blood. Contemplates as well.
It must be nice to come somewhere where you still have blood.
We are all family here.
We're all brothers and sisters under the mother.
Indeed.
And with dropping the gifts, a voice right beside Heidi says, "Indeed, all family Hamid-born. All family Lupus-born."
Lucas drops to the fucking ground.
Yep, calls, rolls over, goes through.
Well, he just takes his hat off, take his jacket off, and just roll over and just show his stomach and whatever, just like,
It's enough to startle Heidi. And she sort of jumps. And she just looks over her shoulder.
She'll see all the rest of them hitting the deck.
Higher rank than me, huh? And she starts to go down to the ground.
Yes. Fostern.
She does the math in her head. 2 above me then, yes, right?
Yes. Thank you for the pies. Thank you for they were delicious.
I didn't make any pies today. I thought I was going to.
He tells Lucas to get up, and he winks at him.
He goes ahead and gets up and does not betray the joke quite yet.
He motions for Calls to get up as well.
I mean, dear Heidi, wouldn't you want to go ahead and brag about that fantastic meat pie that you always make?
If I made them, yes. I'm not going to take credit for someone else's work.
Are you calling me a liar?
She's thinking about that really, really hard.
If people want to make a perception empathy roll on him, they totally can.
Oh, Lucas keeping his shit together. It's not gonna break. Let me roll willpower.
Nope, I got nothing.
Yay.
No, claims that he is telling the truth. Why would he?
Oh my god! Look at that! Look at that! I've got such a fucking
And
poker
he's
face right now.
insightful. He's insightful, isn't he?
Yes, he is.
Oh yeah, this guy is totally trying to teach a lesson. He's doing it, and he's trying to see just how much of a backbone Heidi has.
She'll scrunch her nose a bit. I don't remember making meat pies today, so I will not take claim for those meat pies. If you think that I make those meat pies, then you are mistaken. Perhaps not lying, but certainly, at least, mistaken.
The correct word that you Hamids would say is remember. You do not remember because I made you not remember.
She sort of snorts. Well, that was rather rude.
It was a test. Don't feel bad. I did the same thing to him when he was a cub.
Lucas goes ahead and waves. The Raya was nice enough to give you back your memories, if only just to tell you them.
They were very good pies. You should try one, calls the Fury. They are quite delicious, and Olaf has good, wholesome meat of Gaia that it was made with. It will not be of the worm.
Look over at Laughing Shadow. Done
And
having fun, are you?
the minute Contemplate says anything, he actually goes down on one knee and has his throat bared, but he does not bow his head.
That lupus pride, though.
That lupus and red talon pride.
Yeah.
She'll look at the bag. So is this mine too?
Yes, it is.
Certain auspices have certain gifts.
If you haven't guessed, Olaf cousin, I am a new moon, and I ride with Griffin.
Well, I have never met a red talon before. But my older brother is a Rotgar like you.
A what?
A Ragabash.
Rogar is what we call our new moons.
Words, words. Too many words.
Tradition is important.
I'm sure that he would have, oh, hell. To put it in all honesty, he'd be on his side, literally splitting at the seams, laughing so hard at what you've done here.
To be fair, they were tasty.
I'm glad you enjoyed them.
I'm gonna make a perception empathy roll. That's just 5 dice for me, but I have uncanny instincts. So tell me, just how pissed off is Heidi?
It's not the kind of pissed off you think. It's pissed off that she didn't get to see you enjoy them.
Gotcha.
You can tell that there's just like disappointment and annoyance and anger in her voice that comes from the fact that she takes pride in what she does, and for people to enjoy what she makes is important to her.
Heard about all the people in the Weaver box. The sub-tunnel, I think called?
Subway.
Subway. By the way, if you didn't know, he is speaking frickin' English.
How are the homoglyphs treating you?
Can read most, but have hard time with ones that don't sound like way spelled.
Hand you a book on Hooked on Phonics?
Will you read later?
Sure.
He starts looking at the book.
I had to teach Olaf.
Olaf still hadn't learned to read by the time he got here?
He had trouble with certain words.
He got himself an edumacation.
So did I.
At the talk of all the teaching of the Homid things, Cole's lips just curl slightly.
Do you know about the homoglyphs? Cole?
Time for another one. What's wrong with calls?
What's wrong with Coles? Coles has decided that perhaps she was learning Homid things and she thinks that this is now a bad thing, worse than before.
Hold on, let me make this legit.
Laughing Shadow, that does not look legit at all.
No, that's 3. That's legit.
Okay.
Just the peony.
Okay, so same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Laughing Shadow's going to go over to her, and he's going to squat down, and he's going to look her in the eyes. He's not trying to
What?
stare down, but he's just looking at her in the eyes for a second. He's just going to say this. He's going to say it real quietly. Sometimes Hamid things worth knowing for greater good.
She will just growl slightly back. I thought this too, but the weakness it has let in, is it worth it?
He just looks at her solemnly, and I'm actually going to make a charisma leadership test, and I'm spending a willpower on it. I am captivating.
Dang.
Oh golly, that's 7 successes. As he just says, yes, we are 2 beings, always worth it. If it helps Gaia.
Yeah, my character just have a little notepad, just writing stuff down, and then
How does it help Gaia if it brings... Maybe it helps others. Maybe it only seems to bring me closer to the worm.
He's going to revert to breed form, and he's just going to do something very simple. He's going to start grooming her.
She will flinch initially, but then hold very still.
And I don't know if I need to make a roll for this or not.
Not necessary.
Okay, if you roll peony on him, he's really just trying to relax you a little bit.
She will, try and discern what his intention for this is.
Sure.
Although I'm not sure this is going to work. You see the dice, because I wasn't sure.
Oh, that's more than enough because he's being pretty obvious. He's just trying to get you to relax because he knows you've had a rough time, and he's being absolutely genuine right now. Hell, his fetish is even turned off. You can feel his pure breed,
She...
which I totes forgot to add into the freaking charisma leadership roll.
You didn't need it.
You
No,
did it. Hashtag.
She's lowered herself, and you can see she's almost as if she's trying to force herself to relax. There is an underlevel of tension still thrumming in there, but she's trying to relax. She's trying to go limp underneath you.
For posterity, so you know exactly how well he's doing, I'm making a dexterity animal kin check. Because it makes fucking sense. Yeah. He relaxes the fuck out of you.
Ooh, he's got a smooth touch.
I was going for supple tongue, but both work.
Oh my.
No medicine.
I was like, somebody please say it. I don't want to be that guy, but somebody, for the love of God, please say it.
yeah, my character
And-
just writing stuff down.
If you said that out loud, Ivan Show's going to look at him and say, "There are no medicine in the red talons."
Kind of gives you a look like, don't really feel like fighting about that.
Groom, leave alone. Goes to sit back on stuff, and he's going to just shift back to Hamid.
And Contemplates will continue working out. Because greasy as popcorn.
At this point, because he's made points about being Hamid, she will slowly shift and join the others.
everyone who is here know this, and Raya here can correct me if I say wrong thing. There is a lot of talk recent and going on that Hamid is bad, or Metis are creature abominations. Gaia let us live for reason. Well, Lupus may have more connection. Hamid may have more knowledge of outside world. And Metis have uses too. We all of Gaia. And we all have something to teach. When you stop being of Gaia, that's when I rip throat out. But not before.
Those words were beautiful.
Contemplates will just say close enough.
I am not Galliard. Words are not my gift. So I thank thee, Galliard.
Much obliged, right? Much obliged.
In the middle of contemplates is like push-ups and things on the ground. He will look towards calls. You want to learn?
To learn what?
Human glyphs.
Katori started my lessons. He said I must when I first came.
The glyphs are good to know where one Hamid keep dwelling, and good to know how to get out of building, and good to know where one might keep food, or where one might keep knowledge. That sound right? Contemplates Raya.
He shakes his head.
I suppose I have not learnt so much recently. There has been much going on, but if you think I should learn more, Raya, I will learn.
The the city, right?
City.
City is bad place. Bad for Hamids. Bad for Lupus. Bad for all. But if you look hard enough, especially where bone gnars are, there is wild there.
Lucas helped bring some more wild.
Lucas is just over there waving. Every time his name is mentioned, he just goes ahead and waves.
Heidi looks over
He
at.
did it. It was a good thing.
Go ahead.
Not all things failed. Some good things have happened.
Contemplates will um get up from his perch and let everyone know he has his duties to get back to. And he will shift into Lupus and take off.
Mm-hmm.
Heidi looks over to calls. You know, Raya, I have a good bit of free time, considering I can't really leave at the moment. I can't go anywhere. I can't even walk around the park freely, so if you want lessons in how to read,
So many tutors, calls. You have your pick of the entire sept, apparently.
She will frown slightly at the cub. The city isn't safe, as Laughing Shadow Raya has said. Perhaps you have other reasons for staying, but if I must learn, I will not turn away lessons from any. That would be wrong. But I would perhaps not.
We lost you there.
Sorry, I would not say. She said she wouldn't turn away lessons. She might not seek you out first, but perhaps she has something to teach you in exchange. Does that work?
Calls. I has a question. Can
Raya?
you remember the way that Galliards remember?
She will tilt her head slightly at you.
Elephant, he says.
I have to make a check, but I think that's yeah. Let me check something.
If you want me to, I can make the same check.
Oh yeah, I mean make the check if you want to. I just have to make the check for myself.
Do. Intelligence Garulor. One
I fail.
success.
I do not know if that spirit teach, but I know Gibbospoon can remember everything if learn gift. That I'll remember.
Goes ahead and nods.
That is not a gift I currently possess. No.
Would learn that gift if I were you.
I was right.
It
It was
is
an elephant spirit. Lol.
is not my job to remember. It's your job.
Yes. I will look into it.
Good. I will be watching.
I will be much obliged if I can accompany you, since we are both galleons.
Yes. If you also seek to do this, then I would not seek to weaken another for this. The
That is
sect needs all
wise.
the strength they can have.
That is wise. Heidi, there are not many of the full moon here now. Much will be expected of you, but it is not because of your name. It is not because of where you come from. It is because it is what is necessary.
She kind of
We
takes
need
a.
you, Heidi. We need you.
I'm gonna growl at that.
Okay, he backs off.
I'm actually making a roll. He's actually mad that you spoke up like that.
Okie dokie.
And yeah, you have +1 on this for to resist.
Fair enough. Willpower?
Yeah, but you may not need it. So you just need to pass. You just need
Okay.
1 success at Diff 7. His growling sucks in Hamid.
Yeah, it does.
Yep,
One,
but
two.
you know exactly what he meant.
Yep. Yep, he backs away. He's a bit startled. He goes ahead and, backs off. You know he done wrong.
He just nods at him and stops growling. Olaf will teach you right. Olaf is good Hamid. Lily was good Hamid.
I am going to roll Heidi's manipulation subterfuge.
For what?
To not look sad at the mention of Heidi.
That would be appearance subterfuge.
Oh. Same dice pool, either way.
I know, I'm just saying for posterity.
Nope, she looks sad. Heidi's sad.
Do not be sad. She was honorable and wise guru. Showed no fear.
Why would anybody be sad? Clearing her throat.
It okay to be sad when family gone. I know have family. I know have pack. And Calls can make me a check on that if she wants. Or anyone with animal kin more than one.
Oh, absolutely.
Ooh.
Intelligence?
Yeah.
Is it the idea that it's so fucking strange that he doesn't have a pack?
He's a foster and who's a lone wolf.
Oh boy. Well, I don't get it.
That's a nope. Calls get something though. Yay! He's a foster and that's a lone wolf. That's freaking weird.
That is really strange.
Oh
Yep.
wait! I think Lucas actually knows why that's up.
He might, but it doesn't occur to him right now.
That's fair enough. That is completely fair.
I have rounds to make. I have to keep tracking what's left of these people with things that shoot fire. And he's going to shift down and start walking away. Activating
Blessings.
various gifts as he does.
Lucas is probably going to say more into the air than actually in Laughing Shadow's direction because he's just that good at stealth. Blessings of Gaia be upon you, Raya.
Yeah, that's his bliss roll. He's gone. He's just gone.
Fair enough. Lucas is currently twirling his staff in his hands and looking at the rest of you. So originally I came here just to go ahead and test my skill out with this. Anybody want to help me with this?
Heidi stands up.
You
Sort
know
of,
my... Sorry.
No, you go ahead.
She will just simply say to Lucas, you know my opinion of the stick.
Yes, Calls, I know your opinion of the stick. But he goes ahead and turns to the other two. Would you two, either of you, want to break my concentration and my skill, or at least test it, with this stick?
Heidi has walked over and picked up the training sword.
Oh, we're going with the sword, are we?
That's a blunted sword, but yeah.
Alright. Dear old Heidi Triglason. Lucas is going to go ahead and walk towards one of the circles. So, what are we going towards? What are we going for? First blood, unconsciousness, first strike.
Oh, this gonna be good.
We'll just say till it's over.
No, that's not a good enough definition for me.
Alright then, first blood?
To injured. How about that?
So we'll say out of character 4 health levels?
That's exactly what I'm saying.
Alright.
Alright, now we get to roll initiative. Ba-ba-bum. Okay, that's an 8.
I'm at a 13.
I'm at a 16. Yay!
Go first.
So what's Heidi's action? Let's do reverse declare.
Heidi is going to spend a point of rage, and she is going to parry.
Okay, fair enough. If you want to go ahead and do that. Lucas is going to go ahead and hold. Pretty much waste his entire turn doing so. So we get to rage.
Oh, all right then. And I'm going over. So he's not attacking.
Nope, he seems to be waiting for you.
All right then. She'll attack.
Awesome. Evasive maneuver.
3 successes.
You have 2 successes.
All right.
Because of the staff reach. Let me roll my evasiveness. How much do you get?
I had 2.
Okay, so that's 2 on my end, but it's pretty much a wash. Defender wins, but I gain no bonus. No! Top of the round. What's Heidi doing?
She'll spend 1 more rage, and yeah, she'll attack.
Wonderful, wonderful. This time, Lucas will indeed parry, doing the full defensive, which basically means first attack, 7 dice to go ahead and block. First attack, 7 dice to block. Second attack, 6 dice, and because it is a parry, if I get more successes, I do damage to you. Yay! Oh, and to be fair, because of the reach rules, I believe you're at a difficulty of 7, not 8. I apologize.
1 success.
1 success. 2. Decent amount of successes. So 1 success, that takes away 1, which is 3. Let me roll 6 dice of damage.
He's a slippery son of a gun.
He is.
My character actually says that.
I think you soak this.
Hmm?
Yep, you soak this.
No damage?
Just the 1 damage.
Nope, she doesn't soak it. Well, no, she's in Galabro.
You're in Galabro?
She hasn't shifted down from where she was.
Awesome. You're fighting against Ahmed Lucas.
So, yeah, she soaks.
Yay. Awesome. Are we on rage rounds?
We are.
Okay. You attacking again?
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'll go ahead and try to parry again.
No, with the new rules, can't hit you.
All right. And I don't feel like being a jackass, and I'll just go ahead and roll the parry, see what happens. Boom, boom. All right. So let me go ahead and swing again. That's 5 dice this time. You're so good, ma'am.
2.
I ain't got a dang thing. All right. Top of the round again.
She's just gonna, again, swipe at you.
All the swiping, all the swiping. This time we're going to go with a evasive maneuver, and I'm going to spend a rage point. Rolling my evasive. All right, that's 4 to evade.
Nope, she botches.
Do you want to determine what happens?
Um, So she kind of steps in. She's annoyed at this point at the fact that with this staff you outrange her, so she can't really do anything about it. And so she comes in,
Mhm.
takes a swipe, and when you go to evade her, she sort of goes to try and twist so she can try and catch you around in the like a fluid motion.
Mhm.
But because of the way you're moving, your staff happens to just come right in the direction of her blade, and so when the side of her, or when the side of it sort of hits her grip, or
Mhm.
hits the blade, she doesn't have a full grip on it because she's spinning around, and she wants to sort of put her wrist into the next strike.
Mhm.
It sort of flies out of her hand.
Okay, awesome. With the rage action, Lucas is simply going to go ahead and sweep you with the stick. Usually a sweep is a difficulty of 7 because of evasive maneuvers, it'll be 6. Hi, Anne, and the car is outside of Anne's apartment.
Sorry.
No, no.
Did you just
Lucas,
fail?
yeah, it's a fail. Lucas does not connect.
All right.
And if you wanted to, you could spend your rage action to pick up your sword now, or we can like go back to the top of the initiative. I
She'll punch
understand
you.
that you didn't. Okay, fair enough. Definitely do it.
She gets a success.
Uh, roll your damage. I didn't declare any evasion.
1, 2, 3.
3. Ooh, that's gonna hurt. Did you do? I soak one of it. Ow!
So yeah,
Big
she
ol'
just.
punch.
So in the course of all this, she goes to swing in. The blade flies out of her hand, and she's sort of spinning around, and she notices that her right hand has nothing in it.
Mhm.
And as she feels sort of this staff sort of smack her in the butt,
Mhm.
she's like still in the process of turning, and she just frowns, and her hand closes, and she just drives it directly into Lucas's, right into his his right into the kisser. So nose and mouth, and boom.
Oh. Oh. Now we're really serious. Now we're really serious.
Woo! That's what I'm talking about right there. Good old
Mm-hmm.
head. Good old head.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right. How much rage you got right now?
That would probably be down to one more. I have one left.
Okay, that's fair enough. Lucas has used 1 rage this fight. He's got 2 in his bank. Okay, fair enough. We're at the top of the initiative now. What are we doing?
Um, Heidi's gonna try and punch him again.
All right, Lucas will go ahead and parry. Actually, he's going to take the second to go ahead and shift reflexively up to Galabro because no, actually no, he'll do it all on Humid.
All right.
Did you do wound penalties being what they are? That is 6 dice to throw at this problem. All right. Let's see if you can beat 2 at diff 8.
Diff 8.
Hmm?
No, she can't beat that.
Okay. Bam! The stick is going right back to your chest, full on. Let's see if he can do any damage this time. Again, it's still 5. You only need to suck 1.
She does, or no, she doesn't.
Yes!
Now she has a rage action, which she'll use the next round.
This wasn't the first time that you got hit in this combat, but you know what? Fair enough.
Oh shit! Okay, forgot about that.
Top of the round. Well, Lucas really shouldn't be playing these kind of games anymore. So he'll try to reflexively shift up into Glabro. Because by the time he does, you may already healed that bashing level. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Yeah, he shifts up into Glabro very easily. Alright. Now, I believe you are going to declare to attack, or are you going to try to block, or what are we doing?
She's gonna go on all-out attack.
Awesome. Lucas is going to go ahead and parry. Swinging. 4 successes.
5?
Diff 8, not 7. You don't
2.
have your sword. Sorry, man. Alright. Now I get to go ahead and swing my Galabro strength. Yay! Okay, that's 2 plus the 1 for the staff, plus 2 with the successes. Swing! Decent. It's a 4.
Soak 1.
Bam! Did you reflexively heal me damage before?
Yeah, we got the 1 damage back on this top of this round, so she's at 3.
Alright, wonderful, wonderful.
And we're now on to rage actions.
Yes.
She's surging forth, and she is punching again.
Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and do the parry again. Haven't done anything but defense actions, so I'm gonna keep doing it. Keep doing it. But I only got 5 for this one.
She gets 1.
Oh wow, I get 2. Swinging again. And by the way, if I get this combat wrong, it is because I took the parry rules out of Vampire because there wasn't one in W20. You alright with that one?
At this point, it kind of moot. We're already into it, so we'll just make sure we have it right next time.
Alright, cool. 5 plus 2. Ouch. That's 5.
Yeah, you smack her good enough that you definitely win. You smack her in the face, and even though she takes a good brunt of it, yeah, her upper lip and bottom lip just have this nice big crease in it now, where that's split open and she's sort of leaking.
Okay, well, it's up to Heidi whether or not this is enough for her to go ahead and stop.
To injury. So yeah, she sort of rubs her mouth and looks at the blood and sort of just flings it onto the ground. Walks over, picks up the sword, and puts it back into the sword rack.
Lucas is going to go ahead and calm himself down from his fighting stance. Go ahead and look towards Heidi. Okay, that wasn't too bad.
Yeah. And she'll sort of rubbing it, and it's like, it's a good thing for the rage or for the healing aspects of our people. Otherwise, this would hurt a lot more.
Lucas is going to go ahead and comfortably shift back to Hamid and take a clean rag from his back pocket and offer it to you.
She just kind of looks at it and she just sort of shrugs. No, it's okay. It'll heal up, and besides, when I get back, Olaf will know that I've been training. He can't refute it this time. He can't say, "Oh, Heidi, you don't look too haggard." Guess you need to take a couple more laps.
I saw that rock pile backpack he's got you walking around with.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I don't mean to laugh at you.
Oh, I'm sure you don't.
But I have to say, your entry to this ep was kind of abrupt, and I didn't get the chance to actually sit down and well, just talk to you, hear what you're about.
Hmm. I guess it depends on what you want to know.
Mm, everything, but only because I'm a curious SOB.
Oh, all right. Well, I'll give you one. How about that?
Fair enough.
So, what do you want to know?
I want to know how you're doing since becoming what you are. How this change has affected you.
Hmm. Well, I guess the easiest way to put it is it's something that I was waiting for almost 6 years, 7 years now.
So a lot of anticipation, a lot of let's get this done and launch myself into this new life.
Think of it more as an exaltation of sorts. You wait and you wait and you wait. You keep being told that it's going to happen, and you wait and you wait and you wait, and then in a situation where it's less than ideal, it happens. It sort of feels a bit like stolen glory almost. I'd hoped that it would have been against an enemy that it happened, toward the enemy to shreds. Instead, it happened with somebody who decided he wanted to rub his nether parts up against me and put his hands where they didn't belong. And because of it, he killed 44 other people and committed suicide.
Hmm. That is how you view the series of events.
Let me ask you this, Lucas Raya.
Mhm.
If you have a canister of, say, a volatile material, let's say propane, and you see the signs, well, not even see the signs, you just know better than to bring an open flame around propane,
Mhm.
but you do it anyway. And everybody who is in that vicinity when it goes up is hurt or killed or both. Um, whose fault would it be?
Hmm. You could point the blame at many people. Somebody who built such a shitty system to let such volatile chemicals be out there, somebody who didn't design the safety valves, or the one human operator who just didn't see the fucking signs.
Hmm. Well, I'm going to go ahead and call this black and white. You don't put your hands on somebody you don't know. You don't act like a scumbag, and usually there are consequences for it. And it just happens to be that he brought his open flame around a very volatile substance that went up and unfortunately killed a lot of other people.
Very well, very well. You said exhilarated, vindicated your first change. Always knew it was going to come.
Well, that's what they tell you when they do some kind of baptism of fire thing.
And the one thing that you regret is this change didn't come in service to Gaia. It was just because some jackass did the wrong thing at the wrong time and reaped the most horrible rewards.
More or less, yes. There was an attack not too long before I left home, where changing at that point wouldn't have been ideal and might have saved a few headaches here and there. But unfortunately, it didn't. And now here I am, fully changed, a budding Garu, hoping to join her brothers and sisters in arms in amongst the Fenrir.
Hmm. Olaf wants you to succeed. He wants you to go ahead and fulfill your full potential. And I think you will. I hope that you will. I'm not one to go ahead and measure Fenrir success.
No, no, you're not.
Um, but how do you feel about Olaf literally laying this burden on you?
I would be questioning him as a den parent if he hadn't.
So this is what you expected. This is what you wanted out of your life. This is a path that you can follow.
I have been looking to be a Fenrir since I was old enough to understand who and what I was. Now that I'm actually getting to partake in it, that I'm actually able to see a goal and understand where I need to go. Yes, it's not saying it's not difficult, but I am happy. Happier than I've been in a long time.
You are blessed. Some would say doubly so, triply so. One for knowing who you are, two for having the ability to appreciate your time and looking forward to your change, and three for having one of your own clan to foster you through this troubling time.
I don't know why you call it troubling.
A time full of trials.
That's still not troubling.
Maybe I used the wrong word. The time for you to foster and the time before your rite of passage. Be foster, excuse me. I sometimes forget there's a whole rank like that.
I suppose for those born outside of the Fenrir, it may seem as though it's hard. I guess.
Oh, believe me, Olaf Raya doesn't treat any one cub differently from any other cub. Well, except for you, because you've got so much freaking potential.
She just sort of nods.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to go ahead and take up all your time here.
No, it's quite alright. Quite alright. Anywho, you're pretty good with the staff. I'll give you that. I'm still learning, so when I'm trained up a bit more with the sword, we'll see if your luck holds out.
Absolutely. I've been told that you can never beat a Ragabash with a stick. Or a Radagar with a stick.
Just sort of nod. Okay.
But again, go count your blessings. He goes ahead and stands up from the little old bench they've got.
And she'll take her shirt and sort of dab her mouth a bit, and then wrap up her stuff. I think I've tarried a bit too long now. I should probably head back and start for afternoon lessons.
Oh, absolutely. Don't forget all the etiquette stuff, the Raya's the stuff.
Yes, all the right stuff. And with that, she starts to walk, and will take her time to step sideways into the Umbra to head back towards where the cabins are. And unless there's
Nope.
anything else, I think we'll call that a scene.
Yes.
Thank you, players, for playing. Thank you, watchers, for watching.